so beautiful, how could we?
It's unusual to see a rock star hang out with his mom, let alone record an album with her.
But that's exactly what Grammy winner Ben Harper did, and it's the culmination of a family legacy that's been going strong for more than half a century. Three-time Grammy winner Ben Harper travels the world performing his music, but he always returns here and to his mother, Ellen. What is this place we're in?
It's a lot of things. It's a retail store. It's a museum. We have lessons going on all the time.
It's poetry, it's music, it's freedom of expression as much as anything.
This place has literally been in the family for how long?
What is it now? 55 years?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, we can do that.
For the past 13 years, Ellen Harper has been running the Folk Music Center in Claremont, California, which her parents founded in 1958.
My mother taught, I don't know, hundreds, countless hundreds of people to play. Anything
Including me.
Including me.
So you learned from your grandmother?
Yeah, as well as watching my mom closely, but my grandma used to teach lessons and I would set up the chairs for her lessons. That was my first teenage job. And she just said, get over here, you're gonna learn some music. And sit.
It's no joke, we're always broke and live on dirt and water.
This room has got to have so much resonance for you in so many ways. There's so much of your history in here.
Well, I remember Ben crawling, you know, on the, learning to crawl, yeah.
This is as much the childhood home as any house.
A house is a home, even when it's dark. Even when the grass is overgrown in the yard.
During his nearly 20-year professional career, Ben Harper's released 15 albums. This week, he released his latest, a collaboration with his mother, Ellen. It's called Childhood Home.
I think Ben was the first one who said, hey, Mom, we should do a CD someday. And I was like, yes, what a great idea.
Yeah.
But, you know, Ben's had a career, and I took a little detour from music and got a PhD, and then...
Yeah, and I was off to the races when I finally got a foot in the door music-wise and started touring around. And soon after that, I just, you know, came to my mom and said, hey, let's do a song together, just one song. And from that one song came another song and another song.
The songs are sounds of family life and the Folk Music Center.
You know how hard it can be.
What is that technically? Is it a guitar or just a small guitar?
It's a bass.
It's a bass guitar.
Yeah, it's a bass ukulele. But it's...
Ben and Ellen had nearly every instrument available to choose from. Ben wrote 6 of the tracks on the album. Ellen wrote 4. How is it for the two of you to make a record together?
Once you bring a song and you're sitting and you're playing, I mean, it's music and it's its own path. I mean, you stop thinking, oh, it's my son, and you're two musicians and you're working together on a song.
There is this thing when, if she says to do something a certain way, it's not just coming from another musician, it's coming from your mother.
Yeah, and oddly, if I say the same, it's coming from your son, and then there's that, yeah, the hierarchy is completely thrown off balance at that point.
But I was actually wanting some input and some guidance.
Oh, and I was enthusiastic about getting some revenge. So it worked perfectly.
Okay. Did you get it out of me?
Yeah, I got it. But the best part, all of that, anything that was the least bit awkward was completely counterbalanced by the intuitive, instinctual sounds and creativity that was going on.
Because effectively you've been doing this together for a very long time.
Yeah, and that's about as close as two people are going to get to sharing one voice as I think will ever be on record, and it just felt like that.
Learn it all again tomorrow. Learn it all again tomorrow.
Ben said something the other day that stayed with me. He said, it's a lifetime of pre-production for the album.
Yeah.
It's got to feel great now that it's over that you have this thing that you made together.
It does.
Yeah.
He just brought me a few CDs, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know. It's
and I've heard my kids on more than one occasion singing songs off this record now.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's, yeah, and just to know that'll be there for their kids and their kids. Yeah. It's kind of like this place encapsulated on a CD. It's its own institution, and you know, just in a way that you can go and press play.